right, guys, welcome back to another awesome episode of Nerdlocker, a place for your inner nerd. My name's Brandon.
And I'm Cubby.
And this is episode 92.
This week we have a ton of Marvel news because they have a ton of news to give.
But we have some DC news, some movie news involving Batman and the Justice League.
Oh, man. Also, we have some Beverly Hills Cop news, so you know what time it is?
Time to get to it.
Dance party. Boop, beep, boop, ba, doop, boop, 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 beep, ba, doop,
Let's get to it.
doo.
Now, it's been a little while, and I haven't been, waiting to talk about it or anything, but we finally got some Batman news!
No, we have Justice League news, and it turns out that Justice League is actually probably going to be where they reboot Batman. Technically, it
Batman
won't be.
News.
No, technically, yes, but no. It's more Justice League awesomeness because this means we won't have to worry about another movie introducing Batman. Everyone should know Batman. This Dark Knight Rises, that whole trilogy, that was its own standalone thing, and they're not going to mess with it.
That was a separate universe.
Separate universe.
For the millionth time, everyone
Yes.
who keeps asking me, going, so when's Joseph Gordon-Levitt going to be Robin?
Never. He's going to be Batman, if anything.
But
and
it's
no,
not-
that's not. He probably won't even get
Digress.
Batman in. No, that's hearsay. What we're most excited about is that we won't have to worry about that, and Batman will already be there and be a badass, and he'll probably be the dude funding Justice League.
And they did say that this is how they'll introduce a new series of Batman movies,
Yes.
by bringing in the Batman we'll get to know in the Justice League movie.
A la Wolverine and his spin-offs with X-Men.
Yes.
Being that he was pretty much the most popular character then.
Now, right now, it looks like the Zack Snyder's Man of Steel Superman will possibly be the Superman in this Justice League movie.
But
And, well, they're not really...
exactly, they're not sure.
They're kind of testing the waters.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if this Superman movie goes over well, and as long as they don't look to have it stand alone, kind of like the Batman movies were, I could see this working. They are also kind of... No one's really talking about it. People are wondering if Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern will play in this
I hope
at
not.
all.
I really hope not.
I didn't think it was
I
awful.
thought he
I
was
liked it.
probably the most terrible comic book adaptation since his portrayal as Deadpool. So
Well,
I'm
that
just going to leave it
was
at that. But I really hope that
harsh.
having that the movie was already out, they already know what the Green Lantern's about, people understand who this character
Yes,
is,
at the very least.
they can just throw him in. So it could be similar to what they did with Batman. They just throw him in the movie.
We're getting to the point with all these superhero movies coming out that everyone's got a big understanding of most of these characters.
Yes.
I mean, if we do another Spider-Man movie, I don't need to see Uncle Ben die for the 100th time.
No, and if
because-
anything, it'd be the sequel to this movie, so
Exactly.
it wouldn't matter. But that's a whole different movie
I'm just
company, a whole
excited
different thing.
DC's finally walking in the direction of making this a reality. So,
Yes.
yeah. Let us know what you guys think. Comments below.
Hey guys, we've got some more Iron Man 3 news for you. Guy Pearce recently has said that it looks like his role of Aldrich Killian is only going to be a cameo role.
Which you should probably take with a grain of salt. Them announcing that Guy Pearce has been cast in the Iron Man 3 movie is big news, and them deciding to give us that news so early just for it to be an appearance role, it just doesn't seem worth it.
Especially since cameo roles are usually surprises.
Yeah, they're huge deals, and Marvel should be, I mean, if it's going to be a small cameo appearance, they would leave it for us to find out in the movie.
And also, it looks like the role of Radioactive Man is up for grabs because Andy Lau has dropped out.
He did want to spend a lot more time with his newborn baby, so that's understandable, but the role is up for grabs. And if you don't know, Radioactive Man was originally initiated in the Marvel Comics in a quite substantial fight with Ant-Man. So him being in the Iron Man 3 movie would be a huge plot thread to Marvel's next step in in their cinematic plans, which is Ant-Man.
And possibly even Avengers 2.
Yeah. So
Who knows?
a lot of news coming this way, but just be excited because it's news about the next step in Marvel's cinematic plans.
Stay tuned for more.
So one of my favorite franchises from the 80s has to be Beverly Hills Cop.
Big fan.
Best soundtrack, best song that can just play forever and ever, and I'll always dance to it. I'll always get down and feel it because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop is just a great, great movie, and they're actually probably going to make a TV show out of this.
I actually think this is a smart idea because they've been trying to make a fourth one for a long time, and let's be honest, the third one was pretty weak.
It's pretty terrible.
And-
but as a kid, that was my favorite. But
Yeah, I can
growing up,
understand.
it's pretty terrible.
But they couldn't ever come to agree on a fourth movie.
Yeah.
So why not try
Right.
it on TV? One of my favorite TV shows is MASH, and it came from a movie. So let's
show.
give it a go.
It's a good show.
So it looks like the concept is going to be Axel Foley's son is going to be a cop.
I wonder if his son's name is Rod.
Interesting. But he's going to be in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, just trying to make a name for himself with all his dad's stigma there, and just being like, nope, I'm pretty much like my dad, I guess, but I'm not my dad. I am Rod Foley. That's not his name. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But either way, I'm really stoked for this. Although it does sound like it's going to be CSI, it's just a crime procedural show, Law and Order, whatever, but it takes place in Beverly Hills.
Well, the exciting thing is that Eddie Murphy is going to be in at least the pilot. That's what they're talking about. CBS bought the rights to this.
That's cool.
And it seems like he's going to be the cop in Detroit. He's going to be the police chief in Detroit. So it looks like his son grew up Detroit, is now in Beverly Hills, so that's still fish out of water thing, which is cool. So it's kind of the same concept, just more modern day.
I wonder if Judge Reinhold's character,
he's jonesing
to be in it, or him's gonna be in it. He's gonna be like
trying.
the chief of police, or you know who should be the chief? The older dude, the bald dude that was in it. I don't remember his name, but
yeah, Taggart.
Yeah, Taggart should be chief.
The thing that I'm really stoked about is that so far with what we described, could be cheesy. Could be like, oh man, are you kidding me?
But
I'm not gonna
would
watch
be
this.
Kind of cool.
Sean Ryan producing from The Shield. I loved The Shield. Michael Chiklis, a great show, very gritty. I don't know how this is going to play with Beverly Hills Cop style sort of humor, but I really would like to see this balance out. I think it has a good chance.
I hope so, because I didn't watch The Shield, so
Shield's
I really hope
amazing.
this is awesome. But check this out. Let us know what you guys think.
Hey guys, so we previously announced that The Hobbit is going to be 3 parts instead of 2, and now we've got the titles of the second 2.
Yes, they actually switched up the title for the second one. It was supposed to be called There and Back Again, because it was supposed to be the last one. Yes. But being that it is the middle of a trilogy now, it is called The Desolation of Smaug. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen in that whole friggin' movie, man. What's the climax going to be? Huh. It's not like I haven't read like
Frodo's
The Hobbit or
gonna show
anything.
up, I think.
You know what? I'm pretty sure Frodo is actually going to show up within the trilogy at some point, so I'm not going to leave that out of the realm of possibility. But the last one is going to be called There and Back Again, and its release date is July 18th, 2014. So while we have to wait a whole year between 1 and 2, we only wait 6 months for the last one.
Which is exciting, but I don't know why they're doing that. But
because they're
smart.
Just
Keep us on our toes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're going to have to wait a whole year? Guess again, douche. You're only going to wait 6 months. And yes, Peter Jackson called us all douches. Screw that guy. Not really, he's awesome. So vampires in movies and TV shows have been the biggest fad since zombies only about a year ago. So It's kind of weird how it switched like that quickly. But it seems like we have another vampire movie being thrown into the mix. And this one, the twist here, only second time I've seen this twist, historical fiction thrown in.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it looks like Will Smith is behind this, and it's going to be called The Redemption of Cain.
Yes.
It's a biblical, or the retelling of the biblical brother of Abel with a vampire twist.
Vampiric twist,
Vampiric twist to it.
Yes. It's really, I don't know.
And it looks like Will Smith will produce, star, and possibly direct this vampire movie. And I'm still just waiting for people to say, man, vampires are freaky and scary again.
I'm just waiting for people to give vampires enough respect to not butcher their stories and like throw in biblical stories with vampire stories
and
and like
their own rules.
Yeah, like come on, just make a vampire movie with simple vampire like traits and qualities and like why do you have to like make it so crazy? I mean, Will Smith, I don't really know how well of a story he's going to tell me.
I mean, I still have to say, like, it's kind of depressing that True Blooded right now is the most accurate to vampires. Yeah. Like, it's just, I don't know. Maybe Will Smith will do this. I mean, it could be cool.
It's been greenlit to begin production in July 2013, so we'll see what happens. Sony Pictures putting this thing out. I don't know. I am not feeling too confident on this. I think Will Smith needs to stick to funny Fresh Prince stuff. I want to see a Fresh Prince reunion. That's what I want.
Wouldn't that be so much cooler?
That would be way cooler.
Where they are now?
No, just
in that universe.
I just want to see Jazzy Jeff being thrown out of the mansion one more time.
I like this idea.
That's all I want, Will Smith. Yeah. Don't do vampires. Do that.
Fresh Prince.
If you have found yourself wondering the motive of the pigs in Angry Birds, as many of us do, it looks like you may be getting your answer soon.
Next month, Rovio has announced that they will be releasing the spin-off to the Angry Birds franchise being Bad Piggies. We finally are going to get their side of the story, and it's going to be a fun game. You're going to be able to build mechanisms, much like you, if you're playing Angry Birds Space, you get to go up against them with all these mechanisms, build vehicles and stuff like that. You're going to have your own levels, your own worlds, stars to earn, a point system just like Angry Birds. It's going to be pretty cool. And
what I find really interesting about this is that they're going to be portrayed in a little bit more of a sympathetic light, so maybe we'll actually start liking them.
It's going to be free. It's going to be on iOS, Android, PC, Mac, everything. And they're really trying to make an entire franchise out of this Bad Piggies series, so we might have an entire new game to play that we ruin our lives with. So I want to tell all you guys about an event starting this Saturday here in Las Vegas. Maximum Comics, one of our favorite comic book shops here, is throwing an event in Joysticks inside of the Hooters Casino. Super Saturdays, which are going to be every Saturday. You get to come down to this bar and play Rock Band, play other superhero-styled video games with all your friends while getting drunk, which is really, really fun. There's going to be drink specials, prizes, and all this great stuff every Saturday night at Joysticks inside of the Hooters Casino, and it starts at 9 p.m.
Hey guys, my pick this week is an awesome album called Sidewalks by Matt and Kim. It came out about 2 years ago, and I sadly just discovered it, but I'm so happy that I did because it is one of the brightest things to listen to. It's impossible to feel sad listening to this album, which is perfect for going back to school. If any of you have the going back to school slump and you're just like, I don't want to do it, put this album on. It'll make you forget everything.
All right, guys, my pick this week is going to be a little different from what I normally pick. I'm actually picking a page on Facebook. It's called I F***ing Love Science. And yes, it's called I F***ing Love Science. Great title. I can't believe they actually got away with that on Facebook and so many people love it, but it actually makes me feel like a smart person. And they always post Neil Tyson deGrasse quotes and awesome, cool, inspirational pictures and some stuff I don't get, but a lot of things I do. And you would probably too, and you would probably get a kick out of it. So check it out. I f***ing love science.
So my pick this week is something that I've just been checking out for 2 weeks, and I really wasn't sure if I liked it or not. Alphas. I checked out all of season 1, and by the time I had watched episode 11, I was hooked. I couldn't stop watching it, and I delved right into season 2. I got the show on my own means, but I think you should check it out on Netflix. That's why it's my pick this week.
Hey guys, Brandon here, and my pick this week is milestogoclothing.com. Really cool clothing website I stumbled upon. And all of their t-shirt designs, and they do wallets, belts, cell phone cases, are all based off of literature, which is awesome. They have some really well-known books on there. They've got a sweet Invisible Man shirt I ordered and waiting to get in. But yeah, this is an awesome site, really cool clothes, milestogoclothing.com.
Hey there nerds, Jim here with my pick of the week, and it is the Lorax, specifically the recent movie. I've been watching it a lot with my kids lately, and I highly recommend it. It expands on the book, and it has some fantastic songs that really stick in your head. Check it out, The Lorax.
All right, that's all we have for episode 92 of Nerdlocker, but until next week, be sure to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and nerdlocker.com for all your nerdy news. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Cubby.
You guys have a nerdy week.